First Timothy 4 verse 2, it was talking about what the Spirit is saying will happen in the last days. That people will give heed to seducing spirits, and they will depart from the faith. Then they say that their conscience will be seared with hot iron. Seared with hot iron. Seared. Seared with hot iron. What it means is this. When you are in the habit of taking hot stuff, like hot tea or drinks, you will see that the sensitivity in your mouth or on your tongue, it will be high at the beginning. So you will feel the heat. But if you keep on taking hot stuff, a time will come where that sensitivity will be used to hot things. So there are some people who can take hot things and they can just drink like that. And you say, don't you feel the heat? Yes. The sensitivity is seared. So your conscience can be seared with hot iron. In other words, if you don't keep a tender conscience, a time will come, your conscience will be hardened. And there are certain things you will do, and your conscience will not prick you anymore. When you enter an environment, a place where there is a public toilet, have you been to that place before? Usually, what's your first reaction? But there are people who are staying there. Do you think they smell? They smell, but do you think they are smelling it as you are smelling it? No, they are olfactory nerves and buds and senses have grown used to the smell. So you can grow, you can grow. You can become accustomed to evil if you don't choose to maintain a clean conscience, especially when those evil things, they are things you can't escape. Seeing and hearing them, you can't run away from them. Like when I went to Commonwealth Hall the first time, so they were playing Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, and it was not Christmas. I was like, who is playing Jingle Bells when it's not Christmas? So I wanted to hear. Not knowing it was a profane version of Jingle Bells that they had composed, and they have a profane version of almost all gospel songs. So living in that environment, if you don't take care, when somebody spews out profanity, you will not see anything wrong. I mean, you will not cringe. You've heard it and heard it. I mean, it's something that is, before I was a president, before I would conduct hall meeting, according to the hall's tradition, they will use the drum to play songs to gather the people. And they will play their profane songs. And my room overlooks the meeting place. So I'll wait for them to play the song and I'll come. But I'll hear everything. And I know that from this song, they're going to this song. And I did not consciously learn it. But I knew by osmosis because you are in that environment. And so if you don't always decide to pinch yourself and always review your convictions that, this is wrong, you will see that you will become used to it and you will not even see that it's wrong. You see, when the one leading the praise was singing, "The Son of God is coming again," and the people say, "Hallelujah." You know what was going on in my mind? Hey, Jobo. And the people say, hey, Jobo. And this is coming again. Do you know why? That song is "The Son of God is coming again," but they have replaced it with "The NDC is coming again," and the people say, hey, Jobo. Say, hey, Jobo, do. Say, So that is how sometimes our views, our perspectives are tainted to the extent that even sometimes the lenses you see through can be tainted by the things you hear and the things you see. That is one of the things that fight against faith. Faith. Maybe you used to believe in divine healing. Okay? And you have all the scriptures and everything. You believe that, God is the healer. Then something happened to somebody beside you, another person beside you in your environment. Then it started affecting your faith. Now you started becoming fearful that, oh, this thing, I thought it can never happen to a believer, but it happened to somebody. Then you hear it and say, oh, then what about me? That's how the devil punches your faith. That's why, you see, you must always protect your convictions. And it starts by maintaining a tender conscience. Protect your convictions. There are times where you must sit down and start talking to yourself and review your convictions. Say, no, I still believe this. Despite the fact that I went through a period of lack, I still believe that God is a provider. Oh, yes, I've heard this person's story, but I still believe that God is a healer. Oh, yeah, this person died around me, but I still believe that God protects us. Otherwise, the devil will puncture your convictions to the extent that now you don't know what to believe. You see, in the Bible, in I think 1 Timothy 6, it says, knowledge falsely appearing. Knowledge falsely appearing as evidence or something like that. In fact, they can just say science. That is one way to puncture your faith. So, if you are a health worker, I always say it, you are more likely to have problems with believing spiritual things, especially when it comes to the body. Because I remember somebody was speaking against Bishop. He preached and he said that, oh, depression is caused by demons. And his emphasis was in Isaiah 61, that instead of the spirit of heaviness, that's depression, I will give you a garment of praise. And come and see the lashings. How can you say depression is caused by demons? This one is it's caused by a natural chemical imbalance, that. And then somebody commented, hey, that man is a medical doctor, for crying out loud. So doesn't he have that knowledge? He knows. But he knows something extra you don't know. Because you are thinking that depression is always caused by hormones and imbalance and this and that. But you don't know that it can be caused by demons too. So there are some sicknesses medicine cannot cure. Why? They are the arrow that flies by day. The pestilence that works in darkness. Those sicknesses medicine cannot tackle. Destruction that lays waste at noonday. That is why sometimes you can go through something that is seemingly physical. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. It's physical. It can have spiritual connotations.